All right, guys. My name is Peter, also known as Hitbox Shogun. Here is a representative of LanDiego. Here with me today, I have the legendary fighting game player, Chris G. Originally from New York, now here in the West Coast. First time here at LanDiego. Chris, thank you for coming down.
Oh, definitely. Appreciate the offer. Thanks for letting me know about the place, and I really like it.
Thank you. So, your first time here in San Diego, what do you think about the community we have here as far as the competition, as far as the level of Street Fighter player, Marvel that we have? I mean, what do you feel about our scene?
Well, coming into here, I knew that the Street Fighter players were, a little better than the Marvel players, and they definitely proved it. No, I know the Marvel players. Besides for you and a few others, I can tell that they're trying to play, they're trying to learn. So hopefully they get a lot better.
We do have a couple Marvel players that weren't able to make it out next, but hopefully next time we'll have them out. IG Rusty Shackelford, BT Visant, amongst the San Diego Marvel crew here. So hopefully they'll be in attendance for the next one. But so right now the big hype is Street Fighter V. I mean, this game is expected to be really big for the future. Most signups for in Evo history for a first-time game. What are your thoughts on Street Fighter V, and what do you like about it? What do you dislike?
I like the fact that the game is mostly footsie based. It's very different in terms of characters. If you want to play projectile, grappler, or standard Street Fighter, but I guess with the introduction of V trigger, V skills, and stuff like that, like they give you a little feel for every game you've played. So it's like, if you want to do long combos, there's like one or two characters for that. If you want to be defensive, there's V reversals, like Alpha counters, Alpha 3. Low forward into strings, which is like third strike. And the interesting thing is that like you can't really spam jabs. You can't just like walk up, push buttons, and then get damage. So right. I kind of like that.
Okay. And you've been around the fighting game scene for quite some time. So if you had to pick out a certain Street Fighter out of the numbers that come out, which is your favorite to play?
Third Strike.
Third Strike?
Yeah, definitely. That was a game I grew up on, along with CVS2. But like when it came to competitively, I played the game nonstop. I used to be in Chinatown Fair for about even up to 8 hours a day.
Wow. Just
like with $5 in my pocket. And I would just one quarter get like 15, 20 wins, another quarter, and that was my life back then. And, it's really good that game moved me forward. And I got to see a bigger scene, and I got to meet better competition. And I'm here now in West Coast, because of that game.
Right. I mean, coming from Chinatown Fair, that's where we hear names like, Justin Wong, Eddie Lee, a lot of the legendary people. I'm sure you got a chance to play them a whole lot while you're on the East Coast while you were there.
Actually, not really. Back then, when I was in Chinatown Fair, I didn't know who anybody was. I was just a kid with the headphones, and that's pretty much how I even got this headphone thing, this reputation, if you will.
That was a question I was going to ask about, too, the headphones, so keep it going.
So, I didn't want to be bothered. Everybody already knew who EMP was. They already knew who Justin Wong was. They already knew who Noel Brown, right. Yipes and Sanford. I just thought they were just some random guys. And it wasn't until, like, Justin destroyed me that I was just like, wait a minute. Like, I thought I was hot stuff. Like, I actually really suck. And, like when Yipes and Sanford would play me, same thing. They're just blown up. So I took that as a learning experience. I thought I was hot stuff, and I got humbled. So I just kept going. I kept playing, and I kept wondering why, I wasn't good enough. So one day I took off the headphones, and I started to actually really learn. So it was because people like that, East Coast, that I not really looked up to, but I wanted to understand why they were so great.
Understandable. All right. And through all your experience in the fighting game community, East Coast, West Coast, what would you say was like your turning point? Like you felt yourself really finally getting to the level of the Justin Wong, the Sanfords, the Yipes. Like what did you feel was the moment where you solidified yourself in the scene?
I forgot. This was when Marvel 3 came out. Oh, CEO 2011. When there's a video online of me fighting Tom Brady in grand finals for MK9, and the amount of hype behind it. You could hear Triforce screaming, "Don't lose to him," stuff like that. And I didn't even know I was like in top eight. I didn't understand what was going on. I lost first round, and I was 100% salty. But I pulled it up. Grand finals. I reset and I won. And like right then and there, I was like, wow, like maybe I can actually do this. And then I got third place in Marvel 3,
Okay.
and like from then on, like I went to as many tournaments as I could. I picked up as many games as I could, and no matter how bad I did, I still entered. Cause I guess I don't like sitting around, so I don't like waiting. I don't like being tired. My mind just completely wanders, and if you can like watch how I play when I'm really like done, it looks bad. So I keep myself busy, and from one match to another, I can just keep going. I'm on fire, so
Right.
I just keep
That's
going.
I definitely remember the past couple of years. I remember you entering in pretty much every game. Like you entered in KOF, you were in Skullgirls, Mortal Kombat. I mean, it was incredible. You actually had a year of dominance too in a lot of games. You're very popular for the Marvel 3. I think like 2013 season. You were just. I think you won about 90% of the majors that year, man. So,
Besides Evo,
hey, we still got Evo coming up. We got a couple months until Evo. What are you looking forward to about this Evo the most? Are you looking forward to like the hype for the kind of like the esports setup for Capcom for Street Fighter and all that, or are you looking forward to your chance of winning Marvel? What are you most excited about?
I really want to do good in Street Fighter. Um, I've been playing Street Fighter for a long time. Not as much. Well, Street Fighter 4. Not as much as I wanted to. It was just like another game to pick up and learn. But I just, at some point, I wish I picked that game over Marvel. And not to discredit anything I've done, in the Marvel scene. Sometimes I wish, all right, you know what? If I was that good, if I had put in that much work into Street Fighter as I did in Marvel, how far could I have gone?
Right.
So with Street Fighter 5, I really want to get good in that game. Uh, for those who've been watching my stream, I'll sit there for like 5 hours and just grind out the game. I lost today uh, against the Bison, and like I know I definitely could have beat him, but it's because I wasn't punishing one of his moves, and yes, I'm salty, but again, it was a learning experience, and just that little bit of knowledge, definitely, I'll improve next time.
I think that's key. I mean, it's not a loss as long as you learn from it. I think that's like something a lot of people here can learn. For a lot of people that are still picking up the game or kind of like leveling up, what's your advice to like kind of like a player who's still working his way up the ranks?
Prepare to lose a lot, and don't quit while you're losing. Don't be the guy online thinking he's got 3,000 LP and then he rage quits in Street Fighter 5, trying to keep the points, knowing that he's still going to lose them anyway at some point. Don't be that guy. Be the guy who loses, fights the people at his level, keeps on getting better, starts beating the people at his level, and then you slowly move your way up to beating the rest of the world.
I like it. Solid advice. Um, I think that's about all the questions I have. So Thank you again, Chris G, for coming down to San Diego, LanDiego Lounge. We appreciate you coming down. Hopefully, we'll see you here for future monthlies, future events. And we wish you the best of luck at Evo and all the future majors coming up. We got final round coming up that you'll be going to. Combo breaker, anything like that?
Yeah, so I'm going to start going to a lot more majors. So I guess just pay attention. There's going to be some announcements, and I will definitely be streaming as much as I can. Yeah, so there's going to be, you're going to see a lot more Chris G.
That's good. Well, we're all excited for that. Again, this is Peter checking out from LanDiego Lounge along with Chris G, legendary fighting game player. Shout out to NerdCulture for posting this video for us. This is signing off.